Welcome to a short preview of this Screencasts Online video tutorial. Well, this week I wanted to demo a very simple but very effective way of improving your photos. There are many photo enhancement tools available, and we've covered many on Screencasts Online, but most require some knowledge of how to improve photos and then require you to spend time tinkering with a myriad of different settings. Photolemur dispenses with all that fiddling and uses artificial intelligence to improve your photos automatically. Now, this is the Photolemur website, and it's available to purchase. I think it's around £35. It's currently at version 2.2.2, and I believe version 2.3 is out very shortly. If you have a SetApp subscription, you have Photolemur included as part of your SetApp subscription. So that's the £9.99 a month for the 60-odd Mac applications. Now, just one word of warning though, hopefully this will be fixed by the time that you receive this show, but the current version on SetApp is 2.2. Now, Photolemur works as both a standalone application but also as a Photos extension, and unfortunately with version 2.2 it appears that the Photos extension isn't working properly, but 2.2.2 it does, so we're just waiting for SetApp to catch up with the current version. So to demo this, I've downloaded and installed the full version from the website. That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS-related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit ScreenCastsOnline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.